down. Y'all shining too much.
Nah, fam, we only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We shine red. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds cripple mental gangbangers. Never saw.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the ERS Racing League. I'm PixelThomas and today we are here at No, this is the wrong image. We are here at Mexico. Let me just quickly, for sakes of changing it. There we go, Mexico. I don't know why that is still there. But yeah, today we're at Mexico, Tier 7, Round 7. Sorry if that fooled you all. Whoops. Anyways, we are here in the lobby. Sorry, it took a while to load. Let me see if the pic... Does it want to load? Hello? Image. There we go. Only took 5 years. But yeah, we are here in Mexico. I hope the weather will be at least somewhat nice. We have almost half a lobby, a bit over, to enjoy watching all this racing unfold. Hope everybody at least gets to race. I hope all of it, but Mexico is known to have quite a lot of mistakes. So I hope this at least will have a lot of finishers when it comes to, the end of the race. No sprint race out of the top of my head. But yeah, so just right now, short qualifying, and then we will have a 50% race. And after that, it takes about an hour. And then we will be done for today. Don't think we have anything like planned for streams during the weekend. So I will be back together with Jared, hopefully if he is feeling well on the Tuesday. I personally am slowly feeling better and better and better, so he can get back to hearing the energetic Thomas pretty soon. Anyways, Jared, like usual, is the first to start his time lap. Let's see how he will do it. We have personally raced, me and Jared, on this track. He was pretty decent at it. He said he didn't really warm up, so let's see what his time will be. See how the rest will compare to him. Once again, sorry for the start with the thumbnail. That was kind of weird that it didn't want to load the correct one. But, okay, there you almost lost it. He's still going for it, judging by his battery. Through the wee woos. I love a good map with some wee woos. Somebody is almost catching up to him. Who is that? Oh, never mind. That's a teammate that he just passed. But okay, here he goes. The first timed lap of the race is a 1:17.6. So let's see how everybody else will compare to that. We have quite some people on there. Myth Shadow, what will it be? A 1:14. We have some other ones rolling in as well. I think Janice might be one of the next to set a time lap. What will it be? 1:14 as well, I'm getting? Yeah, 1:14.5. Nice! That's some good stuff. Alright, Lenzi is back at it again as well. He is pretty consistent from what I remember. Not maybe one of the fastest, but oh well. Oh, Kesher right here. Sadly, got some damage. Front wing, not fully gone, but quite damaged. You have to go back for some repairs. Let's see how Jeroen will be doing. Right now, the current teammate when it comes to the McLaren, to Jared. Let's see how he will perform. There is a large chance for people to end up in the points, which will drastically change the way I guess the season is going. Tier 7. We don't have our two fastest drivers, Lumbergumber and LV, out of the top of my head. So that's going to be interesting. Jeroen with a 1:15.9. PAI is the next to come in. What will his time be? 1:14.3. I was about to say he is often one of the faster people on track. Always, I'm going to say like top 5 when it comes to times being set. Wimax starting his time lap. Also, one of the, I guess, more faster people. Pretty consistent as well. But not really, like, popping off most of the times. Not like Lumbergumber, who is almost guaranteed P1 normally. Go fastest first sector. That is looking good. Quickly double check something. Okay. We continue. Through the wee woos we go. And for context, that is my trademark word on ERS Racing League here. The wee woos. Also fast in second sector. This is looking good. I was talking how Womax never really popped off, but this is looking insanely good. Compared to PAE, he has both sectors purple. Is this maybe the track that Womax is goated at? Come on. Oh, fastest first, fastest second sector, but yet P4. Still pretty good time. We still have Jordy in the pit and Kesha, who is going for his second outlap. After crashing in the first, he has repaired his front wing. So let's see how he will perform in a bit. So we have Jeroen, who is faster than his previous time so far by 10th. Let's see how he will perform. But we're almost there. Through this stadium we will go. The stadium is actually one of a kind. You'd never see anything like this anywhere else. So Jeroen, what will you bring to the table? What time will you pop off on? A 1:15.7, gaining 1 position. Kesha, however, has started his timed lap. Okay, so far I don't know Kesha. I think I've seen him. Have I seen him once? I'm not sure. It's at least like a rather new name I'm not familiar with. Let's see how this rookie, I guess we can call him, will perform. Don't mind the yellow flags that are being cast out. It's just people giving space to the other drivers on the grid. Now, this I think is a great time to say, if you ever feel like participating in these races, join our Discord down below. If you join the Discord, you can sign up. You can say what days fit you best. Yeah, you can either join the leagues once the season ends, or you can enter as a reserve driver. Sometimes we have daily races as well, which you can join just for fun. And sometimes these get broadcasted as well. Oh, gosh, you're almost losing it. A low 1:15. Good stuff. See if anyone is setting a time so far. Jigsy almost done. Said he wasn't really that faster, but gaining multiple positions, now P6. Good stuff. I don't know how his lap got disqualified yet, but let's see who is on their timed lap. Seems like Lindsay is. And Amon just starting it as well. His battery is draining way quicker than Lindsay's was. Let's go on board with Lindsay. But yeah, sometimes these races get broadcasted. I have 2 main days where I will be doing. I'm still in search of other commentators, I guess we can call them. Some other person looking for it, and sadly we had 2 issues with other commentators which made them unable to, which is a bummer. We had some great commentators ready to pick it up, but oh well, these things happen. Okay, Lindsay messed that up. That is a bummer. I'm on next. Yeah, also, if you feel like ever commentating on one of these races, join our Discord down below as well. Maybe we can have you on this channel soon. Let's go, Mon. Show us what you got. 8 minutes left to go. Enough place, enough time for everything to change. Not fast. Really? 1:16.3. We have PAE also out. About to set another timed lap. And if I saw it correctly, with over half a second faster. It's already the fastest on track so far. And he actually is a 1:13.6. Wow. That is wild to see. That is wild to see. That is. I think you were the one to say, don't look at me. Because I'm going to jinx you apparently. But, yeah, he aborted this time lap already. Was it because I was watching you? Don't tell me. Anyways, Guard will soon start his time lap. Really interested to see what he will set. Come on, Jarrett. Show me what you got. Fellow commentator on a Tuesday. Great friend. Great driver in general. Let's see what he will be able to do. Currently 12th with a 1:17.6. Will he be able to beat his time? I do truly believe so. He is able to. Jordy still having to set a time. Still in the pits. He's often want to go out later on and racing around like 12 to 15. But since we only have 13 drivers on the grid, that won't be too much of a problem. We'll be watching this full lap on board with him. You can clearly see what is going on. A lot of people are in and out in the pits or on their out lap, so we will hopefully have a lot more times being set soon. Was looking a bit rough. He's keeping it, however. 1:16. 1:16.7. He might be able to have some good battles with him on. Comes to Ferrari, driven by Mattis, 7 seconds later. Ah, that's a bummer. Markov going out of his way. Janis going for his time lap as well. I don't know. No, he ain't. We have a lot of weaving going on the track. Let's see who is setting a time lap. It's kind of hard to spot the people that actually go for it. I think it's Jeroen who is going for it. He had some trouble joining, but he's here. So let's see how he will perform. So far looking pretty smooth. Through the weavers we go. Oh, that was an aggressive turn, but he keeps it. Through the stadium. One of the most iconic scenes in the entire F1. And the cars go through the stadium. Also, in my opinion, is the... Oh, half a second faster. Good shit. But yeah, my opinion... The Mexican Grand Prix like tune goes hard as fuck. Love it. So good. With all the trumpets. Yeah. I hope it plays. I don't think so, but I hope it plays. Jigsy fastest first sector, but then sadly messing it up. Markov following right behind, also on his time lap. 3.5 minutes to go. Jordy's still in the pits. Oh, and he aborted it. Okay. Womax then. Do you have something to show on this beautiful day? Currently P4. Will he be able to beat his previous time? I don't think he's going for it. It seems like he is absolutely blasting it now, though. Through the wee-woos we go. But it might be getting close. Through the stadium. And his lap got disqualified. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Jigsy going for his lap right now. And also getting disqualified. Why is everybody getting their laps disqualified? Oh my god, do I see that correctly? Jordy is out on track. We only have one shot at this. One chance. Go for a lap. Hopefully you'll be able to set a proper lap. Not mess up here and there. Let's go on board with Amon for now, and then we will be going on board with Jordy, our CEO. As I said, often he is just barely outside of the points when it comes to grid positioning for the race, when it comes to qualifying. Let's see how he will do now that we have 13 drivers on track. 1:16.1, a tenth faster, not able to win any positions with it, however. Okay, let's go on board with Jordy. Let's see how he will perform. 1.5 minutes left. It's a beautiful shine, seeing all the people make way for the people that are driving past. Jordy now starting on his timed lap. And this lap is still disqualified? Is that correct? I hope not. He is going for it. I wonder what is the reason why the map in the bottom right is still red. I hope it's just a visual bug. We often have those since it's EA after all. Seems like he is still going for it, so I think it's just a visual bug. Through the wee-woos. DRS enabled. Battery near fully drained. And losing it. No! He still keeps it, however. But he won't be able to set another time. The first few people are going across the finish line. If times have to be set, it has to happen now. So, let's see if it's just a visual bug. I hope so. It ain't. Ah, that's a bummer. Let's see. Who is one of the first to go across the finish line? Sorry if I'm scrolling a lot. PIE. 0.2 slower than before. Let's see if he is able to win it through the last corner. I doubt it. No, he ain't. See, I'm on. Going for it once again. See, I think he's definitely going to improve his time. He is winning one position with a 10th. Jeroen also winning quite some time. Never mind, he lost it at the end. Okay, Markov then. Going into the pits. But yeah, the reason we have a little bit less drivers on the grid, Zongo and Dancho are driving for us right now in the King of Leagues, of the Kings of League. So if you also have the time, maybe go support them there. They are driving for us, ERS. So pretty interesting to see that. Let's wait for the last people to go into the pits. There we go. That should be it. That for Jared. Why isn't he in the pit yet? There we go. Well then, let's see how this race will turn out. Pretty interested to see. We don't sadly have the Mexican team, I guess. But yeah, let's hope for some good racing. Alright. See, no incidents so far except for invalidated laps. Some warnings I can see. Jordy had this and next lap invalidated. That's a bummer. Let's wait for us to load in, then we will have the beautiful pit lane to look at, because why couldn't they turn the camera onto the grid, you know? I want to see all the cars as they are loading everything in the background. Instead of looking at these beautiful, beautiful NPCs that all have the exact same animation. Like, so, It's at least good weather. We can see, hopefully see less spinning, less crashing due to slippery circumstances. Wait a second now. One day. This, I can't keep this from getting awkward. Like, every single time. It just takes 5 years to load in. And I try to keep it less awkward, you know, just keeping the conversation going, saying like, oh, hey, how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. And yet we are still just waiting there for years and years and years till we load in. Anyways, finally, we are here. We are starting with the formation lap, and then we should go on with the race. Let's hope nobody spins during the formation lap. We've had that happen once or twice. So let's hope to not see that again. Everybody is trying to get heat in those tires so they can have the maximum grip when we start. We can already see a great gap starting to form between PAI and Janice, who is P2, who is miles and miles behind. This is a fun angle, however. I like this a lot. You can just see all the cars go round and round and round. Which I assume almost everybody is starting on the mediums, except for Kesha. Interesting strategy. Maybe going for a one-stopper. I mean, probably most of the other people are going for that as well. Or probably everybody is starting on the mediums, then swapping to the hards, and he is starting on the hards and then swapping to the mediums. So he has a lot more speed nearing the end of the race compared to the rest. But yeah, here we have PAI lining up on the grid as we wait for the rest to turn the corner. Camera is looking okay. I guess if I remove the HUD, we can clearly see all the lights, but it's pretty good like this, however. Second, now all the sounds have turned off. Okay, we still have sound, that's good to know. Don't worry about the disqualifications, it's just people lining up wrong. They will be put in the correct positions any second now. There we go. The lights are turning on today here at the ARS Racing League Mexico Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Let's hope we don't see any great collisions and hopefully see some good racing, some good overtakes. Jared winning position already. We have P1 and P2 side by side who will turn out in front. So far it is looking like PAI. Both have a great start. Janice around the inside, now first around the outside. PAI keeping his position. We have Jigsy losing multiple positions. I think he lost 2. Jared gaining another position in the back. That's so far nobody has spun. That is a good sign. That is an extremely good sign. Let's hope we can keep this for the rest of the lap. We have a lot of battling. Cars going side by side, being pushed wide. I think it's Jeroen being pushed wide by both Red Bulls. But so far no great damages from what I can see. Maddie and Jordy battling it out in the back. I've seen 3 minor position changes happening and then instantly we're gaining it back. Very tight so far. Let's see what the rookie Jeroen has been able to do. Here we go through the stadium. Once again, so far nothing has gone wrong. I hope we can keep it like this. Nobody flying off, nobody crashing into the wall. This is looking good. One clean lap, and I think we have it. One clean lap for every driver on the grid. DRS is already enabled after 1 lap. Jared gaining 2 positions. Good stuff. Let's see, we have Mid Shadow looking to overtake Janice for P2. Pretty early in the race, he can decide to play the long game, or he can try and fight back for it instantly. Let's see, I see another battle going on as well in the back between Mattis and Jared for P11. And it's got really close, but wasn't able to do it just yet. He probably is going for it right now, sticking real close. I think we are going through the wee woos. Will he be going for the overtake? That is the question. Jordy in the back overtaking Maddie. You can see how close these cars are getting. You can see the lines that Mattis is taking. He messed up slightly, losing some speed. But you can see that with the correct lines, the correct managing of your revs, you can get real close to the person in front. There we go, Mid Shadow. Here we go for the straight. He will have DRS, unlike Janice. Will he be able to use it, however? That is the question. He is on his side, and I think he has it. He does. That is a clean overtake. I think we will see the same for Mattis and Jarrett. Both have DRS, however, but I think Mattis had a better exit. Both still side by side. Janice now forced around the outside and still managing to be able to overtake Jarrett around the outside. Great stuff. Kesha, the unknown person. I haven't seen this person. Looking to overtake Jigsy, who is known to be a pretty decent driver. Both in the Red Bulls, having a battle. Let's hope both cars stay on track during this battle. Maddie, 3-second penalty, the first penalty of the race, getting track limits. You can see that Kersh is just playing the waiting game, just driving smooth behind, saving his tires, saving his energy, while he puts a lot of pressure on Jigsy, his teammate in front. You can see that he takes it a bit wider, having more speed, also having DRS. Will he be able to use it, however? It's quite a long ways off. I don't think he is. Womax winning the position on Janice as well. Janice losing 2 positions already. That is pretty quick. Come on, Janice, you got this. Kersha still not getting the position of Jigsy. Amon and Jeroen battling it out. Never mind, it was Amon and Mattis. I made a mistake. Sorry, it's been a long day. Jared also looking from behind, watching the battle happen in front of him. Just, I guess, waiting it out, seeing for a mistake to happen. Watching with battling, you often lose a lot of speed, trying to defend, trying to overtake, looking for opportunities, which allowed the people in the back to stay close and look for something to happen as well. We have our first spinner. It is Jeroen, who has ended up into the wall. I don't see any damages. So as long as he's able to keep driving, he might have a shot at points either way. Mattis and Amon battling it out. Mattis right now in front, and now Amon has to worry about Jarrett from behind as well. Here we will be going to the straight. It was kind of a bad moment for Mattis to overtake because both cars behind will have DRS. Unlike Mattis. Jigsy losing 2 positions, I think. What I saw, or some other stuff was glitching out. Amon being overtaken. No, not yet. Not yet. Let's see what is happening. Amon having the overtake. He is still around the inside. Mattis stays ahead. And Jared just still first row seats of whatever is happening in front of him. Taking a wide line, taking a smooth line, having to brake, having to evade Amon, who was kind of taking some weird turns, being kind of forced outside of the track. The front field is still pretty close to each other. We have, I guess, 1 or 2 battles going on. And that is Janice Lindsay for the position of Womax, who is, I guess, slowly losing time compared to Myth Shadow and P2. And we have the battle of Mon and Mattis, because Jared has gone outside of the second so far. Jigsy with a 3-second penalty. Lanzi having quite some speed. Will he be able to use that to overtake Janice, who has DRS? Doesn't seem like they're able to, but they are getting closer to Woomers. Oh, he is going around the outside. I didn't know where he got that speed from. On the inside now, first around the outside. Is he going for the switchback? It does seem like he is. Does he have the speed? He makes slight contact, losing some speed because of it. That is unfortunate. He had enough speed to go for the overtake, but is able to. He'll have to do it later on. Lindsay sticking extremely close. Amon is doing the same in P10. He is able to do it, however. Taken in front, but I don't know what is happening so far. The Ferrari has a lot more speed. Is he giving the position back? It does seem like it. Yeah, it does seem like he is giving the position back. I think something happened between the two. Kind of fair racing to give the position back if you think yourself that it's kind of dirty. Markov has joined in on the fun as well, happening in front. We kind of have a DRS train going on, starting from Myth Shadow. Oh, Markov having a great chance for the overtake around Lenzi, who kind of messed up, but Lenzi still managing to stay ahead. Kersha, 3-second penalty. Both Red Bulls are having a penalty right now. Womax overtaking Myth Shadow. Myth Shadow and Janice battling it out side by side. Myth Shadow is staying ahead so far, claiming the racing line. But Janice not willing to let go. Bombing it around the inside now. Won't be able to make it work. Yeah, he won't be able to make it work. Got extremely close over. We still have our DRS train going. There's a 5-car DRS train. Pretty interesting. You don't see that often here at DRS. Gosh, you're still looking to overtake Jigsy, by the way. Still, both Red Bulls with the penalties. Just having a battle in no man's land. 6 seconds in front, 6 seconds behind. Gosh, not being able to do it. I bet it will happen at the next straight, the upcoming straight. Jeroen and Jordy battling it out in the back. Jordy, oh, spun out. That is the reason. That is unfortunate. I did not see that at the bottom right. Come on, Jordy. Show us what you got. You are where you started. Now let's win some positions. As I said, even if you spin early on, even if you're over half a minute behind, you still have a chance to battle. So keep on racing. Race to finish the race, not race to gain positions and gain points. If you're in the back. Oh, Markov getting extremely close. Almost going, being able to go around the inside. Driving pretty smooth line. Will he have good enough exit speed to maybe go for the overtake around the wee-woos? Going always a bit wide, having to release. Doesn't seem like he is able to, but he is sticking within attacking range. Matt is now looking to overtake Anon, who gained a position just now. Maddie, 3-second penalty once again. But Amon and Mattis, Jigsy and Kersha are really battling it out so far. I don't know when it happened, but Kersha is ahead of Jigsy. I kind of lost it, or I might have overlooked it. Kind of tired, so I'm sorry if I am missing a few things. We have Mattis and Janice and Myth Shadow side by side around the straight, having the exact same speed, still side by side. Now I have to worry about the Williams or the Haas, I guess, in front. Now going around the inside, he'll have to release. Janis gives his position to Matt Shadow so far. Markov watching it all happen in front. Lenzi watching that all happen in front of him. Markov sticking extremely close now, looking to overtake Janis. He won't be able to do it right here, but he might be able to go through the wee-woos. Here we go. Through the wee, through the woo, through the wee, and then any second now, the last woo. Good Shadow looking to fight for that position again, looking for position 2. Taking extremely close. I am guessing he is. Oh my god, he almost losing it because I think it was Janis who tapped him from behind. Yeah, there almost goes the DRS of Mid Shadow. That almost cost him the entire battle. But he has the DRS. I think... It doesn't seem like he does. The other two behind him do. And they are taking advantage of that. That is unfortunate. Due to a mistake from the people behind, you are losing a position. He has now to worry about other people pressuring him from behind. Mid Shadow going extremely wide off the track. But staying on, now Markov is going for the overtake. He will have the inside around here, but he has hard to go on the brakes. They are both still side by side. Mid Shadow still going wide and making another contact, meaning he is spinning once again due to a tap from behind. That is unfortunate. Many positions lost. 3 positions lost due to taps from behind. And also 3-second penalty. Yeah, that sucks. That is an Amon still fighting it out. Let's see what the penalties are at right now. 3 seconds for Janis, 3 seconds Mid Shadow, Kesha also 3 seconds. Jixie with 6 seconds, Maddie with 6 seconds. And we have Mattis and Yagoon also with 3 seconds. Tire scenario, all on 9 laps. Kesha with still hard tires. Jixie with another 3-second penalty, meaning he is on 9 seconds right now. So far, no DNF. I hope I'm not jinxing it, but it's looking good so far. Matt is with a free overtake down the straight. Amon just slotting right back behind him. Let's see what Janis will be able to do against Womax. PAIE just basically a safe distance from everything that is happening behind him. It's just basically just outside of the range that he has to worry about it, but he still has to be on his toes, not to make many mistakes. So he can stay ahead and at least have some okay racing together. Here we go. Here we will have the straight. Will Womax be able to stay ahead? He is creating quite the gap, which Jenny has to at least win right now. 7/10. I think he will be able to get close again. It will be hard to fight for that position. Yeah, he won't be able to. Just a bit from too far behind. But now extremely close once again, which Womax has to just win back, which it seems like he is able to do. He just won 2/10 right there. But Janis once again has the DRS, which allows him to creep back closer. Amon and Matt is still battling it out. Where the wee-woos we go. Janis kind of messing up here and there. Losing quite some speed and losing time, but remaining on track. No penalties or track limits gained with this. Mid Shadow, another 3-second penalty. Come on, man. You showed some great racing. It's a shame if you have it end like this. Jared, 3-second penalty as well. What I can see, Mattis was barely inside the second, and we have yellow. What is caused by that? We have a safety car. Is that Mid Shadow once again? It is. Mid Shadow, you okay there, buddy? But who is the safety car? What is the safety car? Oh, he lost his entire front wing. This allows basically a free moment for people to enter the pit. What is happening there? Who is blocking the pit? Come on now. With a drive-to penalty as well. He was blocking the pit entry. What is the reason for that? Why did he do that? They just gained himself a drive-through penalty. I am so lost for words right now. But this is gonna be interesting. No DNF. Just some pieces of a front wing on track. Is the cause for safety car. So let's see how the field will... See how the grid is starting to get closer and closer. Jigsy 3-second penalty for corner cutting. What are we on right when it comes to all the penalties? Yeah, we have Jigsy with 12 seconds. Amon with basically 20 seconds. No, not 20 seconds. I'm going to say like 13 seconds for a drive-through. Lenzi with a 10-second penalty for collision with Markov, which... What is happening when it comes to penalties? Almost the entire grid has penalties. You can see that Jordy is the only one that hasn't pitted so far. Still on 12 lap old mediums in 10th place. I wonder how long he will be able to keep everybody behind him. Because everybody right now is on fresh hards. And Kersha, who was starting on the hards, now on 1 lap old mediums. I think it's already going into the pits. Mon going through the drive-through right now, which you are unable to do under the safety car. So he is forced into the pits. That is a dumb mistake. Because he still has to worry about this. JG 3-second penalty for track limits. And as you can see, Amon still has the drive-through penalty. The field is getting closer and closer. I wonder how long it will take for the rest of the grid to join all of them. Jared right now P10. Sorry if I am silent of some of the times. I'm still a little bit sick, so I have to make sure that I don't make any disgusting noises on the stream. We don't want that happening. But yeah, we only have 3 drivers on the grid without a penalty, and that is PAI, Woomax, and Jordy, currently in P13. We have, let's see, 21 more laps to go. But we are still behind the safety car. Almost the entire grid is together. Jordy with a 10-second gap still to the back. And Amon with a drive-through penalty still behind him. But so far, even though we have a safety car, all drivers are still on track. I think is an accomplishment from what we have seen the last few races, where we had often DNFs pretty early on in the race as well. Alright, everybody has joined up. You can see that all the way here. Everybody is together. I wonder how long the safety car will keep going. Since we've had just never mind. Okay, I kind of called it. But yeah. Since we only had a front wing on the track. Let's see when PAE is going for it. He is weaving. He is trying to get as much heat in those tires as he can. Here we will be going through the stadium. We'll have to now, or at the start of the finish straight. A 10-second penalty for Maddie with a severe collision with Jared. But both are still driving, I guess. What is happening? Why is Matt is with 10-second penalty for collision with... What? I'm so confused. What is happening? We have the people starting in the front. PAE having a great exit because of it. Womax having to worry about Giannis, who's going around. We have cars almost going 3 wide right now down the straight. Markov gaining position compared to Giannis. Womax still managing to stay ahead. Lenzi also looking real close for an opportunity to overtake, which might happen right now on Giannis. Will he be able to do it? Both are having about the same speed. And Lenzi is forced around the outside. He is braking early. Slight contact between Giannis and Markov. Both are staying on the track. Lenzi still sticking right behind. The field is so close together again. We have a lot of things going on. So right now we are going through the wee-woos. We have, so far, everybody still on track. I don't know about the damage that was caused under the safety car we saw with the messages. But I hope nothing too bad. Everybody is sticking extremely close. Metis, 3-second penalty. Once again, Myth Shadow, I think, spun out. He is indeed spun out. No damage. That is race ending, but his front wing is broken. Once again, he is once again at the very back. We have so many cars sticking real close. Kesher, 3-second penalty. Once again, so far the same 3 people don't have a penalty. PAE, Womax, and Jordy. DRS enabled. PAE, luckily, just far enough to stay outside. Markov gaining quick on Womax. Same for Janice. Same for Lenzi, who is following right behind. We have cars 3 wide right now going into the first corner. 10-second penalty for Mid Shadow, who has retired. Our first DNF. There were no position changes at the end of the straight. Amon is going for the drive-through penalty. Slight contact between Lenzi and his teammate Womax in front. Once again, no major damages from what I can see. Giannis, 3-second penalty. Once again, what are the penalties at right now? 3 seconds for Markov, 6 seconds for Giannis, 10 seconds for Lenzi, 6 for Kesha, Jigsy 15 seconds, Metis 16 seconds, Jared with 3 seconds, Maddie with 16 seconds, and Jeroen with 3 seconds. The back, we don't have penalties anymore since Amon has set his mistakes right. Let's see how we will be holding up for the rest of this race. We still have a lot of laps to go. 18 laps to be exact. We have Jigsy looking to overtake, and we have Janice going with an easy overtake. Jigsy also ahead of Mattis right now. No, yeah, Womax right now. And then we have Jeroen and Maddie battling it out in the back. See how this will keep going. Come on, 20 seconds. Will he be able to gain that time right now on the straight? Lenzi is taking close. He wants that position back. So far, I think PAE has led all the laps so far on this race and currently is once again on 3-second lead and gaining pretty quick for what I can see. Maddie, 3-second penalty. Watch out or you will be disqualified if you rack up too many penalties, and that is not something you want. See, gaining quick. Now both have DRS. Markov might be able to win some Acceleration time. Overtaking Janice. Will Lancer be able to do so as well? He is aborting the attack on P3 so far. Markov currently staying ahead. But we have another DRS zone coming up. And it is still Markov who has the DRS, since the DRS detection zone is in front. We have Lenzi looking to go around the inside right now being forced around the outside because of it. Won't be able to make the overtake, but currently we have Kesha also joining the mix. Lenzi is still sticking around the outside, not willing to let go of this chance. Now stalling right behind Janice because he just didn't have the speed so far. Through the wee-woos we go. We will have to do it later. I don't see any other real overtakes happening so far. We have Kesha sticking extremely close to Lenzi. Lenzi sticking extremely close to Janice. Janice almost a second behind Markov. Markov is almost free of the battle going on behind him. Will he be able to keep this going? That is the question. I can also see Jared in the back gaining quick on Maddie. Will Jared be able to go for the overtake? Judging by the penalty so far, Jared already wins 1 or 2 positions, but will he be able to finish physically a position ahead? That is the question. He is already ahead, but this means that Maddie, no, Jared still has the DRS, both still side by side. Jared having that bit more speed due to the DRS, now being able to gain some distance from the Ferrari following right behind. That is a good position 1 for Jared. Will he be able to keep that, however? The next DRS zone, he will still have DRS. Will be able to gain some distance between him and the Ferrari. Will that be enough to keep him from coming for you the next lap? That is the question. Meanwhile, while we have that battle going on, Jordy received a 3-second penalty. So far, we are back with 3 people on track without penalties. Because Amon has served his penalty and he is clean to go. He is ready to go. Jen is getting extremely close to Markov. Will he be able to go for the overtake through the stadium? That is the question. It seems like both have insane speed through this section. PIE currently 4.4 seconds ahead of P2. That is, I think, basically a guaranteed race win as long as he doesn't mess things up. Jan is messing the entry or exit up. I haven't really watched that closely. Lancy following right behind with the DRS. Jan is gaining a lot. I think he will go for the overtake. Yes, he does. Will that be enough to keep it, however? It does seem like he is. Markov now having to worry about Lenzi following right behind, who will have DRS, unlike Markov. They won't be able to do it since it's a rather short DRS zone, I guess. Oh, you can see the wheel spin for Markov. He is pushing himself to the limits to stick close enough, but also keep the AlphaTauri right behind. Through the wee woos, you can see the delicate choices people make. Braking early, releasing early. Trying to just stick as close as possible, also predict what the person in front is doing. Jordy gaining position on Maddie. Mattis now also with a 3-second penalty. What are we on right now? We have seen a lot of penalties. Yeah, Maddie and Mattis, both about the same name, both in the same car with a 19-second penalty. Jigsy with an 18-second penalty still. Here we go down the straight. You can see this long conga line happening with the DRS train. Jan is leading the DRS train, now having to worry about Markov and Lenzi flying past. Kesha looking behind. Jan is losing another position due to Kesha. All now have to worry about Jigsy and Womax also following right behind. All have DRS except for Janice. Janice losing another position, it seems, still side by side with the Red Bull. Not willingly able to let go of the position, forcing Jigsy wide. Now sticking already inside. He stays ahead. Was that a bit of fair racing? That is the question. I'm not one to judge. But Jigsy is not willing to let go. Now we're on the inside again through the wee woos. Not being able to stay ahead. Janice gaining penalty. Jared gaining a penalty as well. Jigsy losing the position to Womax. Womax is, as I said, a person who is known to be fast, who was even almost leading the race at one point. now struggling to win positions. Currently P6. Here we go down the straight. Almost everybody has DRS except for Janice. Will they be able to keep going as fast as possible, catch up to the people in front? That is the question. Janice is actually losing time compared to the people in front. Womax sticking extremely close, looking for an opportunity to overtake, looking for a mistake on Janice's behalf to try and take that chance to go for the overtake. You can see him look around the inside, putting pressure, showing himself in the mirrors, but making a slight mistake, and Jigsy is just joining in. Both are locking their tires, losing a lot of time for each of them because they couldn't turn, they couldn't brake, because they were just locked into each other. That is unfortunate. Janice lives to see another day, but for how long will that be? That is the question. Maddie, another 3-second penalty. Here we go, down the straight once again. 12 more laps to go. Kesha, will he be able to catch back up? He was almost a second behind, gaining 1/10. Almost gaining 2/10. Lenzi, however, really joining the back of Markov. Markov having 2 cars following right behind. You can see how aggressive Kesh is taking these lines to try and gain as much time as possible. He once again has DRS, same for Lenzi. JC, another 3-second penalty. Maddie gaining a position to Jared. Jared still being able to fight back, still side by side. Not both willing to give that position away. Jared is staying ahead. This is looking like a great battle so far. Maddie not willing to let go. Still has DRS. Won't be able to go for it. He is going for it. Around the inside. Jared with a lot more speed. Now forced to go around the inside as well. Both have about equal. The Ferrari has a bit better exit speed. Jared still around the inside. Still both side by side. Jared managing to stay ahead from what I can tell. Maddie slotting right behind. Through the wee whiz we go. This is looking extremely aggressive from Maddie. Will he be able to go for the overtake, however? That is the question. You can see he has smoother lines. He is looking for opportunities, staying close, but not too close. He has a lot more speed. Won't be able to go for it right now. Going through the stadium, trying not to get those track limits. You can see that he is going for insanely aggressive lines, looking to win some time. I don't think he is able to do so, however, but we have a DRS zone coming up down the finish straight. Will Jared be able to keep Maddie behind him? That is the question. It already looks like he has a lot more speed, and currently he doesn't even have DRS. It's open right now. Here he comes. Here the Ferrari comes with a lot more speed. Not really much Jared was able to do, but only the thing he is able to do right now is slot right back in and look for the overtake the next lap. We had some position changes happening in front. Lenzi overtaking Markov, and I think it was Janice overtaking Kesha. Jigsy looking to overtake the other Bull on the car, the AlphaTauri and the Red Bull. Will Jigsy be able to overtake Womax? That is the question. DRS enabled, closing in quick, not being able to do it. He thought it was maybe a bit too scary, maybe a bit too risky. So he's gonna wait for the next DRS zone. It is longer. It has more guarantee of going for the overtake. As long as you have a good exit, which it seems like he has, sticking close enough for the DRS, close enough to climb back up. Since the DRS is straight is so long, he will have a chance to catch back up. And he does so, allowing for a great overtake from Jigsy. Markov still trying to hold on to that P3, but also trying to look for an opportunity to snatch P2 back. With that DRS, he was able to win some time, but is extremely close. We have Maddie and Jared fighting once again. Jared still managing to stay ahead at the end of the DRS straight. Jared once again with the DRS. He overtook on the straight and now able to create some distance, but will be able to keep that distance throughout the rest of the track? That is the question. Maddie, you can see, really looking for an opportunity to overtake Jared. Jared driving extremely defensively, closing off that racing line. You can see that Maddie was basically forced wide because Jared just did not allow him to take the line that he wanted to. Jigsy losing the position to Woomax. That is a shame. No, wait, they were all there already there. It was Jigsy almost overtaking Woomax, but not being able to do so. But Jigsy, here he comes down the straight with more speed. Maddie also real close to Jared. Markov and Lancy swapping back the positions again. Both Mercedes so far, P1 and P2, both Mercedes on the podium as it stands right now. Here we have another DRS zone. Maddie will go for the overtake here. It's almost guaranteed unless something weird happens. DRS enabled. Yeah, like before, no chance. Jared will have to... No, never mind. Jared has some more speed than expected. Sticking around the inside, side by side, not barely making contact. But Jared is not being able to let go, still around the inside. Jared loses it. Turned himself into a lawnmower. That is a bummer. We had a great battle going on between the two. But this battle for the points, at least when it comes to standings right now, is over. But I think when we look at the penalties, Jared is definitely still within the points. Good shit. Jigsy, another 3-second penalty. I didn't really look at the rest. Maddie, 22 seconds. Matt is 19 seconds. Jigsy with 24 seconds, the most on track currently. Lancy following it up with 10 seconds as well. The rest are 3 and 6 seconds, so it's going to be interesting to see how many penalties we'll be seeing. So far, we have a 3-way battle going on. Jen is winning position, Markov losing position, Lancy also losing position, Lancy not being able to let go, trying to look for an opportunity to fight back the position. I do not know who had the DRS when entering the zone. I think it was Lancy and Janice. Indeed, Markov without DRS still having a lot more speed, even almost looking to overtake Janice, who is right now in front. There we go. You can see how clean the lines are from Lancy. Sticking around the inside, having smooth lines, which means okay speed and also aggressive lines, allowing for an overtake if the others were able to make a mistake, but they weren't. So we have this 3-way battle going on. The gap staying about the same. Both have DRS. Both are getting close to this Janice in front through the stadium. We will have the DRS zone coming up soon. So I wonder who will end up in front. 7 more laps to go. See Markov closing in quick. Janice won't be able to do much except kind of force them around the outside. Janice slotting right back in Markov. Lancy not being able to go for the overtake around there. We have a second DRS coming up, so we might have to do it right now. Janice sticking extremely close, not having DRS. Lancy does, however. Will Lancy be able to go for the overtake? It's going to be extremely close. I don't think so. He won't. It's too risky. But here we go. We will have our Wee-Woos coming up, and then another DRS. We have a lot of DRS straights right here. It's going to be one of the shorter ones, but still will leave opportunities to go for the overtake. Lancy staying a bit further back, just watching the show happen in front of him, while we have Janice sticking extremely close, getting track limits as well. For the Wee-Woos, DRS is enabled. Will he go for the overtake? I don't think so. Slotting right back through the stadium we go. He is going a bit wide, having to release a bit more than he would have liked. You can see a lot of rotation from Markov, almost getting too much rotation. Janice sticking extremely close, taking a bit worse line, having less exit speed. He will have to climb all the way back up to maybe go for the overtake through DRS. Lancy, however, is sticking extremely close, also having a bad exit because of Janice in front. Both have a lot more speed. Markov having to worry about Janice flying in front. Lancy still not being able to do so, just staying right behind. Kesha, Woomax battling it out. Woomax staying ahead so far. Will Lancy be able to win a position right here? I doubt it. But you never know. You can hear that he is releasing a tiny bit, not being able to risk it right now. You You can see how close this is. Both gaps are just extremely small. Not even a car length between all cars. You can see that Lenzi is sick of waiting. Now going through the... Oh, through the wee was looking for an overtake. Both making contact. Markov being forced a tiny bit wide and Lenzi being forced outside of the racing line. Both have DRS. Both are being able to at least stay somewhat close. Lenzi now just barely outside of the second. He'll have to gain it right here to see if he is able to slot right back in. It doesn't seem like he is. But having slightly worse lines compared to Janice. Janice, will he be able to finally gain some distance between the cars following right behind Jigsy? Another 3-second penalty. It doesn't seem like he is. Lenzi now have to worry about Markov. Lenzi, who was sick of waiting, was to just decide like, okay, now is my time through the weaving section. But it seems like he is managing to stay ahead pretty well compared to Womax. Jigsy and Kershaw both side by side, both Red Bulls side by side, battling it out. Who will stay ahead? That is the question. Both don't want to go out of the race, because they are both in the same car. Basically counts towards the team, I think. I think Kershaw is a new driver, reserve driver, so his points won't be added towards the Red Bull team. But Jigsy, of course, does not want to end up too far back. He wants points for himself, and he also wants the points for Red Bull. And if he gets out of the race, then that means no points for the Red Bull as well. Markov 7th and still behind Lenzi. Kershaw 3-second penalty. Lenzi being able to catch back up to Janice right in front. Janice just not having the speed needed to try and break free. You can see that Lenzi has quite some speed. Well, way more speed already, and his DRS only opens now. That will basically be a guaranteed overtake if I'm correct. It is quite a long way to go. Almost at the end of the straight. Will he be able to go for it? He will not. He will back off just now, having to wait for the other DRS or maybe a lap later. We have 4 more laps to go, so it will have to happen now or pretty soon. Otherwise, it won't happen again. Kershaw Jigsy still battling it out. Kershaw not being able to fight back for the position. Still being within the second. You can see Jigsy making a mistake. Just snapping right back, being forced outside of the track, losing a lot of speed, managing to stay ahead. Hope no damage. I don't see any damage so far. We have a yellow. I think it is Metis who has spun out nearing the end of the straight with the chicane we have going on there. It has a lot of braking, a lot of technical parts that come into play to take that corner correctly. PAE 3-second penalty. Our current race leader has received another penalty. We only have 2 people without penalties, of which Womax and Amon. Womax hasn't received at least 1. Amon has, and he has made it right. PAE, luckily, is too far away to even worry about it. So that is some good things for him. We have a good battle going on here. Markov sticking extremely close to Lenzi. Both have DRS, but I think Markov might go for the overtake. You can see some weaving from Lenzi, which is kind of dirty, but he won't be able to do enough to keep Markov in the Mercedes right behind him. Oh, Mid-Shadow. No, it was Jigsy disqualified. Too many penalties received. That is a bummer. Basically almost guaranteed points if you at least driven somewhat cleanly. Still a good battle going on. Lenzi now behind. Looking for an opportunity for a podium. Markov looking to gain another position. Hand up a little bit higher compared to the rest. And then we have Janice trying to hold on his position. He has no chance on getting the person in front. He only has to worry about the points he is getting right now. Lenzi, another 3-second penalty going wide. We can see that he is looking for the overtake through the stadium. We are going right now. He is probably playing the waiting game, waiting for that other straight to come up with the DRS, going for the overtake. Cash another 3-second penalty. We have a lot of penalties being dealt out. So I'm interested to see how the results will compare to the current times that are being driven. Jared, another 3-second penalty, currently on 9 seconds. We have Lenzi with quite some speed. And we have Janice having the Mercedes fly past him. Lenzi slotting right back in. He won't be able to go for the overtake. Probably won't be able to go for the overtake through the second DRS zone as well. But he might have a chance to win some positions. Next lap, or the one after, but that will be it. Then it will be the end of the race. PIE currently having a comfortable lead of 12.5 seconds to P2. You can see that slight mishap from Janice causing him to lose some speed, allowing Lenzi to stick real close. Will he be going for the overtake through the chicane? I doubt it, but there is still a chance. From what I can see in the back as well, we have Jared looking to overtake Maddie. After all that issue, he does it either way down the straight. Jared in front of the Ferrari. The Ferrari not willing to let go, but he has to. He won't have the speed. He won't have the racing lap right now to do it. Jared with another DRS zone, being able to get further. But will that be enough to keep the Ferrari behind him next straight? I doubt it. Both are sticking extremely close together, basically forming the MasterCard logo in the bottom right. Lenzi flying down the straight. Same for Janice. Janice has way more speed compared to Lenzi. Maybe Lenzi is playing the waiting game, planning to do it next lap. It's going to be risky to do so. Oh, both make contact. Janice touching the back of Markov, forcing both of them to slide out. That is horrible. Markov losing 3 positions because of it. That was just sad. I think this is the 4th time we've seen people spin out because of a tap from behind. First it was mid-shadow twice. Then was Markov being tapped on the back by Janice. Well, that is basically a free position gain for Lenzi. Now he just has to keep that distance. That's basically just what you want to do when you see a battle going on in front. It is your choice. Stay behind. Hope for something, some mistakes to happen and gain from that mistake. Or are you willing to go for the overtake? Try and overtake them as early as possible and gain some distance between the people behind. So you just basically quick in and out. That is what you want. You don't want to be caught in battles for too long. Basically staying from behind and hoping for mistakes and capitalize on it. That is often the best tactic, but not always. And you can see it paid off well for Lenzi. Maddie still behind Jared. This will be the last lap. This will be the time for them to prove themselves. Jared P8, Maddie P9. This battle has been going on for quite a while. I think last week we also had a great battle going on between Maddie and Jared. Both are kind of equals right here. You can see that Maddie has the DRS. Will he be able to go for it, however? He won't go for it. It was too far back. Right now we're going through the stadium, and then I think we have the first few people. Oh, never mind. They are still behind. So we have Maddie still having 1 DRS straight to prove that they are going for it. PIE just left the session. Will this gap be enough to basically have a safe finish, however? That is the question. I wonder what has happened. Maybe it was already like, okay, I've done it. I'm done. But currently his AI has lost a second. Almost 2 seconds. Maddie not being able to win the time needed to overtake Jared. He has to do it through this lap. PIE has crossed the finish in kind of a weird way. But Maddie just not being able to get close enough so far. This might be a great battle. Last lap we have going on. This is the only battle we have going on the last lap. Womax gaining multiple positions due to the penalties being dealt out. Jordy, another 3-second penalty. Maddie losing quite some speed compared to Jared. Jared going a bit wide, messing up his racing line, forcing Maddie to brake early, lose a lot of speed. I don't know what happened there. Jared lacking the speed currently. Maddie flying past. Jared sticking extremely close, kind of side by side. Here we go through the stadium. It comes down to here or not at all. Jared sticking around the inside, kind of forcing Maddie to take a different line. Both are still side by side, making contact. Here we go. Down the last corner. Both still side by side. Jared staying ahead from what I can see. That is some good racing from the two of them. Maddie sadly with a 10-second penalty. What that mean? No, Amon has lost it the last corner. Losing multiple positions because of it. No. He had a chance to even win a position or two, but he lost it at the last corner. That is a bummer for Amon, but we have seen some great racing. Both Ferraris ending at the very back, except for Amon. Great racing from all of them. Jigs here, last I was disqualified, I kept snapping. The car kept going off track, and the warnings racked up, and boom, I was done. For fuck's sake, man. I was trying to finish the race as well. Yeah, you were doing okay before the safety car, but it happens. That's part of racing. Sometimes just things don't go in your favor. But that is okay. That is just things that can happen. We've seen some great racing from you. So you should still be proud of what you have done and put on for a show today. This was the race so far. Mercedes, AlphaTauri, and another Mercedes. What is kind of weird, I guess, with the outfits. But oh well. There we go. We have the Mercedes driven by PAE in front. Womax driven, who was driving the AlphaTauri, and Giannis driving the Williams. We have seen some great battling going on for second place between Womax, Giannis, Lenzi, and Markov. Kersche joining for most of it as well. Then we have, I think, a newcomer, Jeroen, P7. Pretty good with Jared, my co-commentator on the Tuesday, P8, gaining 4 points. That is more than I think he has won this entire season so far, so that is some great stuff. Jordy getting another position compared to Maddie, who racked up quite the penalties, which was quite unfortunate. But yeah, this will be very interesting when it comes to the standings. I think we will see a lot of changes, except for the front, because Montgomery has just created such a gap between such a gap between the rest of the track. There's nothing really that you can do. But yeah, that was the race for today. I hope you all had fun watching it. I hope all the racers had fun racing on it. So I want to thank you all for watching once again. Sorry if I was a bit dull here and there. I'm still a little bit sick, but it's slowly getting better. So that is, I'm looking forward to that. I think I will be going, I'll be going now. I think we will be back next Tuesday. Me and Jared, maybe. Jared is also a little bit sick, so we'll have to look at that. But I hope to see you all next Tuesday. Thank you all so much for watching. And